the former Attorney General, who was sacked once and rehired again about a week later by Richie Sunak, one of the previous Prime Ministers. There have been so many. Well, she is a member of a grooming gang. Well, I will explain in this video. But you see, Suella Braverman has problems of her own. There's divide in the Braverman household. Her husband, who's just joined the Reform Party, to campaign for Nigel Farage. Yet Suella Braverman is a Conservative, and she probably always will be, yeah. And a member of a grooming gang. And like I say, I promise you I was going to explain what I mean by that. But well, yeah, please boop the old like button and maybe subscribe to the channel. Don't forget a little bell icon, because then you get one fuzzy thing in your pocket every time I upload another video. Leave a support channel, do on Patreon or buy us a coffee. And the links are down below. You see the level of hypocrisy in the Tory party in general, and then obviously Suella Braverman is astounding. She regularly touts the Pakistani grooming gangs without even recollecting her own history. And I will explain. But Suella Braverman has been speaking out recently because there's been a lot of criticism of the Labour Party and Jess Phillips and Elon Musk and his interference, inciting violence against Jess Phillips, who has received death threats as a result of Elon Musk's disgusting behaviour. And then there's Suella Braverman, who just jumps on the bandwagons. How they're kind of using abused children to they're opportunists, feather their own nests. Now, my view of this inquiry is that maybe we should have an inquiry, but I don't think we should until we've enacted the results of the previous inquiry. Maybe we could have some smaller inquiries, because this last inquiry took 7 years and £200 million. Sounds like a hell of a lot of money for an inquiry anyway, if you ask me. And because it took so long, you know, there's another 7 years of waiting. Now, you could argue it's just a way of kicking the can down the road. But, you know, as far as these Tories and other opportunists, like for instance in the Reform Party, who are also touting to have another inquiry, which costs huge amounts of money, and the end results will be the same. We need to act on what we know. There's around 20-odd recommendations, and the Tory party hasn't enacted any of them. Maybe because they would affect them. The Tory party, it seems to be one of the biggest grooming gangs, along with the Reform Party. Yeah, they're grooming you. Trying to get you on side. Okay, the Tory party's failing miserably, but the Reform Party certainly are grooming you. Just like Suella Braverman in her religious sect, which she visits a couple of times a month. And as a Buddhist sect. Oh dear. Now, Suella Braverman's not, how to put it, amiss to lying on a regular basis. But the day she was supporting Boris Johnson, wasn't she? Needless to say, that's exactly what Boris Johnson was about. He was, he just can't help himself. He just lies continuously, even when he doesn't need to. Well, she lied about the fact that a book was written, and she said that she was a co-author. Well, all she did was stand beside the photocopier, according to the actual author of this book. It just goes on and on with this woman, it really does. And there she was trying to push people to get on that immigrants to get on the Rwanda plane. Oh, it's like, see it on the front cover of the Telegraph. Oh, that's her dream, she said. Taken off like that. Oh, yes. Her own family was expelled from their country because her father was, expelled. I can't remember the exact reasons why. I was tip of my tongue, I can't remember though. Oh dear. But yeah, it went on. So you got Suella Braverman, and then got the fact that she's got her own website and she's touting this. Too many still won't admit the truth about a child grooming gangs, she says. You can't see that, can you? That's too bright. Yeah. We'll go really close. No, you can't. But I'm on the website, all right? And she goes, we must secure justice for thousands of girls and also ensure that this type of industrial scale cover-up isn't repeated. Like the cover-up that she, was involved in. Her Buddhist leader, and Mr Longwood. You see, it's just such hypocrisy. It really is. Now, this particular religious sect, I think it's called the Car or something. Oh dear. Mate, it's just, I'm just going to bring it up for you, just so you can see for yourself. And these people are just unbelievably bad. Now, here we go. Right, here we are. So, she was of this the Buddhist cult, for which she helped Mr Longwood avoid. There's a lot of cases, and there was around 12% of the members actually have listed cases of sexual assault by this man. And he never got to court. He never got to court because of Suella Braverman, partly, but also, he died, so he never got that far. A bit like Jimmy Savile. Now, people obviously blame Keir Starmer for that, but that's a load of bollocks. If you look at the details of it, that's not true. It's just... But, it's like you keep repeating the same lie again and again and again. It is the same difference, and you get the same result. People get hoodwinked, And unfortunately, it's just too easy to keep spreading the lies when the truth is... See, the truth is a singular. The truth is just it. The lies themselves can have loads of iterations of these lies. They can be drawn out of all proportion across the board, and then it gets repeated and repeated and repeated, put online, and it just swamps out the truth. It really does, and I think there's a major problem. It really is, and even the Daily Mail actually did quite a good article on it. I was trying to find it, actually. For the Daily Mail. Oh, dear. Yeah, so the new Attorney General, Suella Braverman, belongs to the... Well, she's not now. She's just shouting from the sidelines at the moment to try and remain relevant. So it belongs to the controversial Buddhist sect that... still venerates its founder despite claims he was a serial sex predator. And he was doing it mainly between the 70s and 80s, apparently. Now, this is... the geezer, there he is. That is Mr Longwood. And this guy here is a major issue, he really is. Or was, like I say, he's dead now, so it doesn't really make a difference now, I suppose. Nothing's going to happen, is it? But the people who were sexually abused, these people can live with this for the rest of their lives. Now, one of his alleged victims, Mark Dunlop, like the tyres, told the paper, the new Attorney General must surely be aware of the long-standing allegations against the organisation, which, remember, she still visits twice a month. She's still a member, and she's what they call a mitra, like a friend of the cult. That's what it is. It's really a cult. And this guy here claims that Mr Longwood, who died aged 93 in 2018, so not that long ago, coerced him intersex over a 4-year period. And Suella Braverman did whatever, she basically jumped through hoops for him. And now she's apparently the person fighting for the rights of young girls who are abused. That's bollocks. Absolute bollocks. She's not opportunist like the rest of them. And she works on sound bites. Offensive sound bites, like blaming Pakistani men or Pakistani grooming gangs, she'd go, wouldn't she? You know, which is totally, it's inaccurate for a start, and also it's labelling all Pakistani men as sex offenders. And it's just not true. Her own father was expelled from his country, you know, if you remember that, you know. Oh, dear me. I can't remember where she's from, though, actually. You can leave in the comments down below. But yeah, so if you look at the sex websites and what have you, it still features images, such as this one here, of Mr Longwood, even though he's, a known sex offender. We must point out the fact that he wasn't tried or anything like that, so he's not... So basically he died a free man. I just find this so shocking, and also how people are so oblivious to the facts and stick their head in the sand when it comes to that, and quite happy to carry on supporting someone like Suella Braverman. And every time the press comes out, and actually they don't mention any of this stuff. They don't mention any of their dubious past, do they? You know, they're quite apt to get them on their show, and allow her to spout her crap.
I just want to ask you one thing, though. Ipso, not long ago, said that your claim about grooming gangs being mainly comprised of British Pakistani men was misleading. Of course, we've got a lot of independent government reports and bits of evidence and so on, that I would argue would support that. But I mean, would you say that again? Do you think that judgment by Ipso was itself a reflection of this problem?
I disagree with the judgment by Ipso. I think that...
Well, she would, because in her day she was quite happy to help a man who was an accused sex offender, and she's still happy to go to that cult. Nothing's been said regarding the images and stuff like that. It's denial, absolute denial of what went on. 12% of the members have reported sexual assault, and yet nothing got done, yet nothing gets said. It's just astounding how people are that oblivious to her past, but also, it should discredit everything that she says now. But she's still going to claim about ethnicity. Okay, say it now. Of grooming gangs was, it's false. And the regulator, Ipso, has actually said that it's false. What she's saying are lies. So there need to be corrections, really, and she needs to keep her mouth firmly flipped and zipped up. Now, she made a claim and published it, back in April, she published just over a year ago, actually, where she singled out British Pakistani men as being involved in child sexual abuse gangs. She said it in Parliament as well, and that have been left mostly unchallenged. She should be challenged, both within their communities and by a wider society. I don't know. I really don't know. So this order, this Triratna, I don't know how you didn't say that, funny old names. So, it's just, I don't know. I think if we're happy to carry on like this, we are going into some really dark places where we don't want to deal with facts. And now you've got Mark Zuckerberg of the Meta. Now you're going to remove fact checkers, just like bloomin' X has. Remove the fact checkers, which community notes do absolutely nothing. No one listens, or they don't treat them as legit. It's just pointless, and it's We're just heading some dark times, we really are. Anyway, what do you think? Please leave it in the comments down below. So don't pay any attention to flipping Suella Braverman when she opens her mouth. So you should keep it firmly shut. I should. Any people that like button and maybe subscribe to the channel and little bell icon, because then you get Wolf Feeling Pocket every time I upload another video. And if you want to support the channel, you do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee, and the links are down below. So yes, she is, well, allegedly, I'd say allegedly because he wasn't convicted, a member of a grooming cult. Maybe it's not now, maybe it's not, I don't know. Anyway, you tell me. Maybe you know. Leave it in the comments down below. Toodaloo.